Howdy folks, it's Brian from Spooky Liz. That's right. It's minus 5 degrees wind chill. The temperature is about, I think I last saw it was 11 degrees here in Texas. And my son and I are out and about here in Alamo Ranch, where we live in San Antonio, taking a look at some stuff. Some stuff that we don't see too often, which is called snow. Oh my God, my fingers are frozen already. We ain't got gloves. Man, it's really cold. And we had a lot of freezing rain, which was underneath the snow. You can kind of look on the road right there. Oh my goodness. It's draining my battery real fast. Birds are like, what the? It's cold. Man, February 14th was supposed to be, well, it was my daughter's birthday, and she's a Valentine's baby. And we were supposed to get married like 15 years ago. I don't know, it's been so long. And we had a major snowstorm that kind of canceled that. So we ended up getting married on February 16th. Well, today is February 16th, 15 years later. And it's supposed to be our anniversary. And we have a major snowstorm in San Antonio, Texas. Well, I mean, this thing just was huge. And it's taken out the power and taken out Texas altogether. We haven't had power for 24 or for over 48 hours now. My sister's house had power missing, but it came back yesterday. So this morning we decided to go over there and get a hot meal because all the stores are shut down because no powers. And what stores are open or fast food restaurants, it's a mile long. I mean, cars are just backed up a mile long. And just me coming home to my house this morning because the first night was tolerable in hopes that we were going to get the power back on, in which they were actually turning it on for every 5 minutes and then shutting it off. So you had 5 minutes to get whatever you wanted done, and that was that. But then yesterday, as of yesterday morning, about 10 o'clock, it never came back on. So my house was 35 degrees downstairs this morning inside, and upstairs was 40. Outside was 8 degrees. It's never been this cold in San Antonio that I've lived here. It's brutal. My wife and them are still at my sister's house, and she just lost power again. But I'm here to basically throw away everything. It's shot. I just came home, water's on the floor. I had to clean that up. We have a fridge upstairs that I had to clean up. Everything's pretty much shot, so it's a whole, I might as well take advantage of cleaning this out. You know, the good old dusting Mr. Danny Tanner. But yeah, I just can't believe how Texas was not even close to prepared for something like this. All that tax money we pay for these people to be beneficial and help, they weren't prepared for something like this. And, you know, they talk about global warming. Well, I don't think that's happening because we done froze. Stucky, see them? Ooh, we are freezing over here. And now, make matters worse, we at least had water, but now water pressure is really low. I don't see no pipes busted or anything. I just got finished cleaning this fridge out. It's all full of water and everything from the ice melting, but I cleaned that out, man. No internet service for 48 hours. No cell phone service. Cell service went down. I don't even know what was going on in the world, honestly. Lines are standing to people just to get into the grocery stores. It's insane. But hopefully you guys are all staying warm. You know, y'all think that, you know, being rich and famous, or, you know, I'm not rich and famous, but I'm just saying upper class people, and I'm not even upper class. I'm just a normal person. We all have our problems and we're dealing with it. And all I can say is, if you guys are, stay safe, stay cool. I'm winded. I'm trying to go back and forth, and then all the roads are closed and you have to find an alternate route. It's crazy, insane here in Texas. But hey, what happens in Texas stays in Texas. Nah, I'll share it with you guys. All right, so you guys stay warm, stay cool, stay spooky. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to do. I wanted to start a horror short, but that didn't happen either. Oh well, maybe I just need to retire and just I don't even know what to do. All right, but you guys be cool, be kind, peace. Man, Texas really dropped the ball on this one. We've been without power for 4 days. The coldest my house had been was 30 degrees inside, single digit temperatures, and living in this house for 4 days with the gas stovetop burner, because that's basically our heat. Sucked. But you know what? We stuck together as a family. You can see those bags right there. That's my garbage, but they're not coming to pick it up again today because of the weather, because this is round 2. Fortunately, they got our electricity back on last night about 10 o'clock. It never felt so good. But round 2 came in, and I'm so glad it's back on, because another day of this, whew, I don't know what to say, man. So the things that you take for granted, folks: electricity, internet, cell service. Yeah, I did fine. I had kids, we played games, we did things to keep ourselves busy. But I ain't been able to look on the internet. I've been cut off from the social media world. Well, I really don't get on to social media too much. I just make my videos and skedaddle. But I couldn't even see what was going on in the world. What's going on with Texas, and all the stuff that's been going on with this winter storm that's epic and one of its kind. It's never been consistently below 32 degrees more than 1-2 days tops. This has been going on for what, almost 6 days now. Insane. But it is what it is, and that's what, history and records are meant to be. But this is round 2. I'm so blessed to have heat. I have no food. All my food is absolutely gone. I tried to salvage it outside in the snow, but it just turned all mushy, and you would think that it would have survived, but it really didn't. So I got no food. You can't go to anywhere because there's no gas. Our only source of charging our cell phones and our battery packs was our vehicles. And fortunately, I filled up both of the vehicles prior to the weekend. So my wife's car had a full tank, but she's at a half tank now. I still have a full tank, but you can't get gas here in Texas. The lines are crazy. We tried to stop by a store yesterday, and men and women were fighting in line, and it was just chaos. It was reminiscent of the pandemic when it first started. Lines standing outside, people arguing. Man, I could just imagine if this happened during the beginning of the pandemic. Wow, it would have been absolute insanity, chaos here in San Antonio, Texas, and probably throughout Texas, because this thing's going around all throughout. But hey, what you don't expect, the possibility can happen. And so now hopefully Texas will figure this out, and we won't have these power problems and things like that, because Lord knows they've been talking about the last 2 years how much money these CEOs put in their pocket for annual bonuses at the end of the year. And we really suffered. My family, and my daughter, 5-year-old, just turned 5. She did really good under the circumstances. We went to my sister's. She had got her power back on, and 20 minutes there, it turned off. My brother's power came, his never actually went off, but the roads were too bad for us to even try to, drive in. And they shut off a lot of the exits and, entrances to the highway and things like that. So it just was best to stay home and freeze. We didn't freeze. We kind of just got all the blankets and cuddled up, and here we are, round 2. But I'm doing fine. I know this is not a normal video for my channel, but I'm just letting you know, hey, don't take things for granted. Every day's a gift. Make it count. And, we survived, and, for almost 10 hours now we had power, so that's a good thing. But they are still saying that it's a possibility they'll go back off. I just need to get out and get some food, and we got a bunch of snacks and stuff that we're surviving off of, pantry food and canned food and things like that. But it is what it is, man. All right, you guys stay safe, stay spooky, and hopefully Transworld's still going on, and I'll get you guys the best Halloween footage I can for this year. Last year was a real bummer, but it is what it is, man. The cards are dealt, and you kind of play the hand that you're given. So I'm gonna try to make this the best Halloween ever. All right, you guys, stay warm. Ooh. All right, peace out.